Welcome to Cheerio Chat. I'm Grandpa Pete, and this conversation is about what matters most. The idea behind this podcast is simple. It takes about the time it takes to enjoy a bowl of Cheerios. And together, we'll think about one idea that can make life a little richer, a little wiser, and perhaps more joyful. Today, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite plays, Thornton Wilder's Our Town. You might expect a great play to be full of dramatic action, heroes, villains, and exciting plot twists. Our Town has almost none of that. Instead, it invites us into an ordinary American town where people wake up, eat breakfast, go to school, fall in love, get married, grow old, and eventually die. At the beginning of the play, the stage manager introduces the town almost like a friendly guide. He calmly describes the streets, the families, the churches, the schools, and the rhythm of daily life. There is no rush, no spectacle. His point is that this ordinary little town is, in fact, the story of every town and every life. It's as if he's saying, pay attention. What you're about to see may seem ordinary, but it contains everything that really matters. One of the greatest gifts our town gives us is a new way of thinking about time. Most of us think time is something we have to manage. We schedule it, we save it, we waste it, we complain that there isn't enough of it. But the playwright in Our Town asks a different question. What if time isn't something to conquer? What if it's something to notice? The people in Grover's Corners don't realize that the moments they're living will someday become the moments they treasure most. Children getting ready for school, a walk to work, conversation on the porch, the sound of dishes in the kitchen. Nothing extraordinary. Near the end of the play, one of the main characters, Emily, has died in childbirth and is allowed to revisit one day from her childhood. She chooses her 12th birthday, February 11th, 1899, a Tuesday. The stage manager tells Emily she will not only relive her birthday, but watch herself relive it. And she will know what those who are alive cannot. She will know what will happen because she can see the future. When Emily begins to relive her day, she first notices the town as it was 14 years earlier. Oh, that's the town I knew as a little girl. And there's the old white fence that used to be around our house. Oh, I love it so. Then Emily's mother calls out to tell Emily and her brother Wally to come to breakfast. She's excited to hear her mother's voice. Mama, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young. As she sees her father and mother interact with her brother and sister, she says, I can't bear it. They're so young and beautiful. Why did they ever have to get old? I can't look at everything hard enough. Emily notices that her mother is going through the motions, greeting and embracing, but aloof, not really feeling the intensity of emotion that Emily is feeling. How routine this day seems to all but Emily, who more than any of them now realizes how precious every moment of life is. Weeping, Emily turns to the stage manager and says, I can't go on. It goes so fast. We don't have time to look at one another. I didn't realize. So all that was going on and we never noticed. Take me back up the hill to my grave. But first, wait, one more look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Corners, Mama and Papa. Goodbye to clocks ticking and my butternut tree and Mama's sunflowers and food and coffee and new iron dresses and hot baths and sleeping and waking up. Oh, Earth, you are too wonderful for anyone to realize you. Thinking a moment, she turns to the stage manager, questioning more gently. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it? Every, every minute? The stage manager replies, Saints and poets, maybe. They do some. I have played the stage manager in two productions of Our Town, 25 years apart, in the Palo Alto Second Ward, produced and directed by Colette Taylor. I memorized my lines and the lines of the other parts. Our Town is a beautiful play. It's beautiful because life is beautiful. It's about ordinary people in a small town that could be anywhere. The play was written by Thornton Wilder and premiered in 1938 and remains popular today. There are no props and no scenery. It's all verbal and in pantomime. Ordinary life is portrayed in context. Time passes, people fall in love, get married, children are born and grow up, and we in the audience feel we are glimpsing reality without the distractions of elaborate sets or costumes. Emily's scene in the end, where after dying in childbirth, her spirit relives her 12th birthday, is the heart of the playwright's message. Ordinary life is not ordinary. Ordinary life is too wonderful for words. It is only in realizing how wonderful life is while we are living it, every moment, we will know what Emily Gibbs came to know. Life is too wonderful when we open our eyes and pay attention to the potential streams of wonderfulness and love flowing all around, disguised as ordinary. And that is what matters most about our town. As I finished reading Our Town again, one thought stayed with me. We spend much of our lives preparing to live, preparing for retirement, preparing for vacation, preparing for the next promotion, preparing for tomorrow. But life isn't waiting for us somewhere in the future. Life is happening while we're making our plans. Perhaps wisdom is simply learning to recognize that God often hides eternity inside the smallest moments. In my role as stage manager, I played the part of the minister, performing the marriage of Emily. Yes, the same Emily who relived her 12th birthday, saying, You got to have life to love life. You got to love life to have life. You know, there are some things that we all know, but we don't take them out much and look at them. We all know that something is eternal, and it ain't houses, and it ain't names. It ain't the earth. It ain't the stars. We all know deep down that there is something eternal, and that something has to do with human beings. Greatest people ever born have been telling us that for 5,000 years, but you would be surprised at the number of people who just let go of that fact. As I finished reading Our Town again, Emily's call to realize life every moment resonated. What do you do to realize life every moment while you're living it? One idea comes from the German poet Goethe. A man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture in order that worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful that God implanted in the human soul. So, I would like to end with a little music, a little poetry, or something that I saw that has brought beauty to my soul. Something that I have been listening to recently is classic BBC radio Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. What I really love about it is when Romeo is declaring his love to Juliet. She is on her balcony and he is down below. This is one of the great scenes in all literature, and there's a reason why it still is one of the most popular dramas in the world, and that is how Juliet responds to Romeo's declaration of love. How creative, how inventive, how in love they two are, and how inspiring their love is. So I think that's a good place to start, with something that will make you more aware of loving every moment of life as it passes. Now is the time for the toppings, where I hear from you. The latest was an email I received from my self-proclaimed funniest grandson, Alex, where he said, quote, "I wanted to share what I have learned about making myself and others laugh. I like to make fun of myself. It sounds crazy, but making fun of my mistakes in my head is pretty funny to me when they aren't serious mistakes. And it helps me to live more lighthearted and fun. Now, it's your turn. I'd love to hear from you. What's one ordinary moment that has become one of the treasures of your life? Was it a family dinner? A beach trip? A walk with your father? A bedtime story with your children? A piece of music? A poem? Or a painting? Share your story in the comments, or send me an email to CheerioChatPodcast@gmail.com. Your memory may spark a memory in someone else. Thanks for sharing a bowl of Cheerios and a few moments of reflection with me today. Until next time, remember to notice the people around you. Cherish the ordinary moments. And keep asking yourself, what matters most? Cheerio Chat was hosted by Peter Giles and produced by Taylor Giles. It is sponsored by Digipix.com, who can help you preserve your videos, photos, stories, and whatever matters most to you.